Hi. Can you hear me? Hey. Yeah. This is actually live, yes. What is going on? Well, we were supposed to do a live stream, me and David, but there's a huge ass typhoon that's just landed in Seoul. It basically wrecked up Japan, and now it's arrived in Seoul. So, yeah, David's not coming. Did you just wake up? You sound really fucking creepy. No, I just, this is my ASMR calm voice. Let's all fall asleep looking at the typhoon. Okay? Be safe, guys. Well, I'm safe. I'm actually going to this party later in the evening, but I don't know if I would be able to go there. Oh, fancy. This is some manual focus. Do you like it this? Do you like it this way, or maybe a little bit blurry? That's more aesthetic. Wow, you're cute. Well, thank you. Hi. Oh, this is so aesthetic. Not blurry. It's blurry. Okay. Your face is aesthetic. Okay. Yeah. What the fuck? Well, you didn't expect me to be on a bed. This is my bed. What is this angle? I don't know. It's the only angle I can pull off in my bed. Yeah. I'm kind of hungry now. I'm actually kind of hungry. Fuck. The IKEA bed. Actually, this bed is really, really good. I would highly recommend this bed. This is like a $200 IKEA bed, and it's surprisingly okay. Although the mattress is very thin, so it kind of hurts sometimes. You know what I mean? When you get too when you try too many things with it. But yeah, anyway, back to the story. We were supposed to do a live stream at noon or 11, so I tried to come here by 11, but then the typhoon hit and David's not coming, so we were supposed to read out your comments that were selected for the free trip to Seoul. I think we're gonna do that maybe tomorrow or the day after, at least by Monday. We'll have to do that. Better safe than sorry. Well, I mean, it's just a typhoon. It's not that bad. Like, look, it looks so peaceful, right? It looks so peaceful. What free trip? Well, if you guys don't know, go watch our NCT Seoul tour vlog that we uploaded about not 4 days ago, like 2 weeks ago we uploaded. It's about like, you know, our 5th last video or something like that. And basically we're giving out a free trip to one person and their friend, one lucky winner and his or her friend. And yeah, the flight is paid for regardless of where you live. You know, even in South America, your flight is all paid for. And also your accommodations, your transportation fees inside Seoul, and also food. This is for 4 days, yeah, by the way. So 4 days worth of accommodations, travel, and food. Plus you get a free tickets to the Seoul Music Festival, which is happening in October, I think. And also, you're going there with us. You're going to be vlogging with us. So, yeah. We're doing nice things, right? We're doing nice things for you guys. We're trying to give back. And also, by the way, we're sponsored. So we're getting money too. But hey, it's nice for you guys too, right? You get a free trip, we get money. It's all good. You get another day because they aren't drawing today. Yeah, so go enter now. I don't know if you get another day, but yeah, try entering now. Go last minute. How do I sign up for this trip? Well, watch the NCT tour vlog video. It's our 5th last video or something like that. The thumbnail has an NCT logo. Go watch that. All the things you need to do to enter this contest or this raffle is there. Help me help you, Danny. Okay, I'll shut the fuck up. For anyone who doesn't know what a typhoon is, it's basically a whole ass hurricane. How do people not know what a typhoon is? Yeah, it's a typhoon. In Korea we call it Typhoon. I guess typhoon is like is that derived from like a Japanese? I don't know what it is, but in Korea we call it Typhoon. The background music is lo-fi channel, you know. But it's not really a hurricane if you look at it. Like, it doesn't look that intimidating. It's so nice out. Maybe we should go out, right? Maybe we should go outside. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Wouldn't recommend. Well, I am going to this party later in the night. I don't know if people are gonna be there still, but I'm going. I don't know if people are gonna be there because like this is like a really serious typhoon apparently. I mean, you gotta look at the clouds. Here I'll lower the brightness so you can look at the clouds. Those clouds look kind of dangerous, yeah. Yay. Fairly cool. Oh, she's that lady from Twitter. Welcome to the club. Quack quack. I moved the blanket because it was distracting. I think I should put this on a higher platform. Let me see if I have some books that I can use. Is that better? Is that better? Oh, fuck. But it's tilted. I fucking hate it now. Let me fix it. I don't know if I can tilt this. Oh, I can. Oh, yeah, I can tilt it. There we go. Oh. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, now it's all good. Yeah. Yeah, you like that, eh? Maybe a little bit more? Is it level yet? There we go. Too dark. Well, that's kind of the point. It's the aesthetic. It's the I don't know what you would call this. It's the storm party aesthetic. Oh fuck. Oh, I think it's starting to get intense. I think it's starting to get intense. Nobody move. Let me get my phone and a beer. It's not so bad. I mean, it ain't. Oh, fuck. It ain't that bad. Like, look. Okay, that's pretty bad. Actually, that's pretty bad. If you look in the distance, it doesn't look too bad. If you look right in front of you, it looks pretty bad. It's just like real life. It's a metaphor for life. Are typhoons a metaphor for life? If you look really far, it doesn't look too bad. If you look right in front of you, holy fuck, look what's happening there. It is a metaphor for life. Yeah, this is some spoken word shit. you know those in lo-fi like chill hip hop stuff. They have those anime quotes, those audio snippets. It kind of sounds like one of those. It's a metaphor for life. If you look in front of you, everything looks like shit. But look far. Yuki, look far. Big brain. Okay, we got it, okay. He sounds like he's about to slam some poetry. Do some slam poetry. What is slam poetry? Do you like it dark or bright? Oh, this is aesthetic. Right? Oh, wow. I like this. Oh. Oh, this is aesthetic. Oh. Oh. Spoken word, okay. No, seriously, are you not worried of any disaster that could happen? Well, what's gonna happen? Like, what do you think would happen? I live in the city. There's nothing that could happen here. It's not like I have a freaking farm. Like, the farmers are kind of, you know, in panic. But I'm okay. And plus, this isn't my house. I live on rent. So, like, if in case of a typhoon, like something happens, like, you know, a stop sign comes, there's no stop signs, but say a stop sign comes and like breaks the window or something, it's not gonna be on me to fix it, right? It's gonna suck, but it won't be my money. Don't you not have insurance? What do you think I am, Lauren? Rich? Or old? I don't need insurance. Why no stop signs? So here's the thing. Well, first of all, Korea is not a grid system. Like in American cities, most cities are planned in grids, right? But Korea, they don't have grids. Well, Seoul at least, and most Korean cities, because Seoul was not a planned city. It was never planned. It's been here for thousands and thousands of years, so it's not built on a grid. And secondly, we have certain what do you call them, topological features that make it difficult to design the city in a grid, because we have a lot of mountains and whatnot. So I think that's part of the reason. It's like we don't have as many intersections that would be small enough for a stop sign to work. Right? You know what I mean? Like a stop sign is not gonna work in a big intersection, but in Korea we only have really big intersections or really, really small alleyways. So you basically have a long ass block. Yes, Korean blocks are very, very big. Should I open the window? Should I try opening the window? Maybe I should. Maybe I should try to open the window. See what it's like. I'll give you a. Hey, it's not so bad. It's actually kind of warm. It's actually kind of warm. I wish the webcam was the USB is not long enough for me to show you guys. Like, oh, it's too short. It's too short. But it's not too bad actually. I'm gonna turn off the AC actually. This is a nice little breeze. Oh, do you hear that? You hear that? You hear that? This is Typhoon ASMR. You don't hear that? Oh, music is too loud. Okay. Music, shut up. I'll turn off the music for a while. Okay. Tell me if you hear it. probably sounds like ear rape, but how do I? Okay, you hear rain. Okay, there we go. We got the woo! I should turn off the AC. Very brief. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing really, really good. I'm not depressed all the time. Do you like it colors off or on? Like it colorful or black and white and grim? Okay, colors on. Whoa, 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 whoa. The winds are getting stronger and stronger. Whoa, do you hear that? Wow, I like this. Whoa, I like this. It's nature's air conditioning. AC, we don't need AC. I just turned off the AC. You don't need AC anymore. You know, I used to really like just walking in the rain, and also what I used to do is, well, there was this time when I was in Hong Kong. My family used to live in Hong Kong for, I think, about 4 years when I was in college. And there was this one time, I don't know if anybody's from Hong Kong that's listening here, but there was this one time when there was a very, very big typhoon that hit Hong Kong. I think they have up to like level 9 for typhoons, and it was like level 8. So it's just like just below the highest level of typhoons. And I was like so crazy. I got excited and basically started like walking out in the typhoon by the river, by the ocean that divides the Hong Kong Island and Kowloon. And I probably not the smartest idea, because there were like trees flying and shit. It was pretty crazy. I probably should have died. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, shit's getting insane now. That's the sound that the wind is making. 창문 닫으세요. Somebody's telling me to close the window. 뭐예요, 형? Yeah, it sounds like a teapot. I once chewed on a shoe because of how good it smelled. I think you need help. Opening the window might be unsafe for the building? I mean, this is a very big building, okay? This is like a 15th floor building. Me opening a window is not gonna bring this building down. I'm just letting the typhoon breathe. I'm just letting it breathe. I think I'm actually helping the building, you know? Because if you think about it, like, isn't it better to let the air go through instead of trying to like resist that and then building up the tension on the windows? I don't know. I have zero knowledge on science and physics, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, aren't you like told to open all your windows during hurricanes? Right? Like, you're supposed to open windows in hurricanes, right? I mean, I've never been through a hurricane before, but yeah. See? No? Oh, okay. Well, holy shit. Well, as soon as I turn off the music, the typhoon goes really quiet. Too much air pressure gets in, it can lift the roof. Wow. Okay. So there's like 0 people that are walking outside. Or actually, no, there's a lot of people walking outside. Yeah, Koreans don't give a fuck. I love my carrots slip in the diamond life. Thank you for the $5 donation. Hiroshi says, don't open a window in a hurricane. Cover the window with wood. Love from New Jersey. Yeah, thank you for the hurricane tips. My family used to live in New Jersey. Where in New Jersey are you from? My family used to live in Norwood. I don't know if you guys know Norwood. That's where all the Koreans live. I was really shocked when I went there because, you know, there's actually like more Koreans living in Norwood. Like there's more Koreans. There's a higher portion, higher what do you call it? Density of Koreans living there than I think in Seoul. I went to the driving range. Like I used to play golf when I was really young. So like I guess there were some spare clubs, and my parents all play golf, so I followed them to the driving range. And literally, I kid you not, like 90% of the people there are Korean people in Norwood, New Jersey. So yeah. Have you lived everywhere? No, I haven't lived everywhere. I only lived in Canada, but my family lived everywhere. My family lived in Canada, Vancouver, BC. Also, after that, they lived in Seoul, and then Hong Kong, and then New Jersey, and then Atlanta. Now they're in Seoul. But my brother goes to school in Atlanta. He goes to Georgia Tech. He's a computer science major. If you're in computer science, Georgia Tech, say hi to this guy that kind of looks like me but has long hair. He has like really long hair, and he has a man bun. And yeah, say hi to him. His name is Tony. Maybe I'm giving out too much information, but whatever. He's a younger brother. I mean, he's in school. He's a freshman or a sophomore now, I guess. He went to school last year, so he's a sophomore this September. He just went back, actually. He was in Korea for like 3 months for vacation, and then he just went back. Tony will be picking up a lot of fangirls now. Yeah, help Tony get laid, guys. Help my brother get laid. He needs some help. Okay? He needs some help. I mean, I needed help when I was 20, you know? So that's what everybody goes through. I think it's like that awkward phase in life where you really want to fuck every single thing that moves, but you just don't have the technique or the social intelligence to maneuver your way through social interactions to the point where you get laid. Like, you're not comfortable with that, and also a lot of people that age, a lot of girls that age are also not comfortable with that. So like, everybody's fucking awkward, right? Well, at college, it's pretty easy to find people to fuck. That's true. Like, nowadays, for me at least, it's very difficult because, you know, like, I don't go out that much. I used to, but even if I do, like, the interactions that I would have with people that I'm attracted to, they're very artificial in the sense that they're not like, you know, they're not natural. Whereas in school, like, you just have like classmates and shit. I don't have classmates. The only person I work with is David. So, and now Sarah, but obviously I'm not gonna do anything to Sarah. But anyway, yeah, that's what you know what I mean, right? Like, I don't have like coworkers outside of those two people. Do you have a girlfriend? Do you think I have a girlfriend? What do you think? Let's take a guess. Everybody take a guess. Everybody take a guess. Do I have a girlfriend? Nobody thinks I have a girlfriend. Okay. Very few people. Does David have a girlfriend? Let's take a guess. Does David have a girlfriend? Does Sarah have a boyfriend? Or a girlfriend? I don't know what she's into, but does Sarah have a partner? Oh hey Michael, long time no see. Danny's in a typhoon, but has tits like a hurricane. Okay. I didn't realize you saw my tits. Oh, I guess maybe you did. I don't know about Sarah. Okay. So you guys both think we don't have girlfriends. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I think there was no time when anybody thought I had a girlfriend. I think like during my 3 years of YouTube. I mean, honestly, like I've been single most of the time. Like I've been just fucking around, but most of the times, no, all the time. When I ask people like, do you think I have a girlfriend? Everybody says no. Maybe I give off the vibe that I'm lonely. But aren't we all lonely? Aren't we all lonely? In this typhoon that is life. Aren't we all lonely? Oh shit, it's starting to rain now. Danny's a shadow of his former self. Your idea of a girlfriend does not equal the idea of my idea of girlfriend. Yeah, let's get deep. Life is kind of like a typhoon. It's kind of fucks you up sometimes. Yeah, it'll fuck you up real bad for maybe like 2 or 3 days. And then it'll pass. And then it'll fuck up Japan, which you really hate. Like the guy that you really hate, your rival, it'll fuck him up too. So in that sense, life is kind of like a typhoon. It fucks everybody up. You and your most hated person. So when it's your turn to get fucked up, don't feel down, because you know when you get yourself fucked up, you feel like, oh shit, like, you know, this guy that I really fucking hate, he's an asshole, and he gets all the good stuff, well, believe it or not, like in 2 or 3 days, in a metaphorical sense, his ass is gonna get fucked up too. So it's just your turn to get fucked up. Don't feel down. Basically a whore typhoon, yes. A typhoon is a whore. It fucks with everybody. And typhoon is life. Look, like, you know, this is like supposed to be the biggest typhoon in like 10 years or something. It's not doing shit. Humans have won against nature. Fuck you, nature. How was the Thom Yorke concert? It was really, really great. I don't know if you guys know Thom Yorke. I mean, everybody should know Thom Yorke, right? He's the lead singer. He's a frontman of Radiohead. You guys know Radiohead, right? Like, you guys aren't fucking living in a cave, right? Like, even if you just listen to K-pop, you guys know Radiohead. Yeah. Thom Yorke. The interesting thing about Thom Yorke is his solo projects, they basically have no melody. They're like, this is like my Thom Yorke impersonation. So like, it kind of feels like it's like that all the way through. It's like for like fucking 2 hours, which I would think like is not that pleasant to listen to. And honestly, I listened to his newest album and also his previous solo projects. I'm like a very big Radiohead fan, but you know, I would not be able to recognize, okay, this song is this off the top of my head, at least with Thom Yorke projects, because they all sound like they all sound the fucking same. They have no like lyrics. I mean, they do supposedly, but they're always like. So it's like he's supposedly saying something, but obviously I can't tell what the fuck he's supposed to be saying. But what was great for me is he, since like all the songs are like that, it's from the beginning to the end, it feels like one very long song, like a 2-hour long song. So it has this continuity, which is very rare these days in the age of, you know, singles and EPs being the predominant medium, the predominant format in the music industry. So I really enjoyed it. It felt like this one long experience, one long indulging in trance. Speaking of trance, let me tell you this story. This story is pretty funny. This is a good like drinking story actually. So what's your favorite song? Okay, let me think. I don't really have a favorite Thom Yorke song. I have a favorite Radiohead song, and that would be, I guess, Paranoid Android. Weird Fishes is really good too, actually. Weird Fishes. And also Videotape. Like In Rainbows is a really, really good album. Karma Police. But anyway, yeah, let me tell you the story where I don't think I've told you this before. So this is what I tell all my like people that I meet. This is like a good drinking story. So it was like I think it was like 2000. I think it was 2017. Yeah, it was 2017. So I was trying to make a documentary with a few of my friends. And the catalyst, the motive where I got this idea from is the 2018 Olympics. It was held in Korea, right? It was held in Pyeongchang. It's in like this rural area. And the government actually tried to like take down the menus of the government actually tried to take down menus of dog meat restaurants in Pyeongchang, because they thought like the foreigners that would be visiting like the Olympics would be very pissed off about it and shit like that. So yeah, they try to take down the dog meat menus in the restaurants. And you know, like Koreans, there's like dog meat it's not a staple, but it's a food that's like in Korea, right? And I thought that was very interesting, you know, because dog meat has a very long history in Korean food culture. And although like people's views have changed, and actually, you know, a lot of the younger people do not eat dog meat. I don't eat dog meat, but not anymore at least. But it's still like part of Korean food culture. And on top of that, like, you know, dog meat restaurants, they're usually specialized in dog meat. Like that's what they've been doing. And then to have the government try to like have them take down the menus, I thought that was kind of interesting, and also kind of shitty for the restaurants, you know. Do you guys get what I'm coming from, right? So there's a lot of documentaries about anti-dog meat stuff, right? There's a lot of documentaries that are anti-dog meat, which I understand. Like I was very, very anti-dog meat. I'm still, you know, like I don't eat dog meat anymore. But I felt like, oh, maybe we should make a documentary showing the farmers or the dog meat industry people's side. So how can you have a puppy and then eat him later? Well, I don't eat my puppy. That's the thing. Like, there's a difference between a poodle that's domesticated and a dog that's bred for food. And also, like, I felt very guilty. But anyway, let me tell you the fucking full story. Shut the fuck up, guys, okay? So, yeah. I was, like, trying to make a documentary. I wasn't really trying to take sides with the dog meat farmers. It was more like, oh, this is what these people go through. Let's see what they have to say, you know? And I pitched the idea to this, like, dog meat farmer association, like labor union and shit like that, and they liked it, so they invited us, and they got like fucking 50 dog meat farmers from all over the country. And like I was there pitching it to them, the idea to them, and we went to a dog meat restaurant. We went to a dog meat restaurant. And I was like, oh fuck, like, because at that time I didn't eat dog meat. I have a fucking dog, you know. I have a dog. His name is Teddy. I even have his tattoo. Like, you can't see it right now, but it's right here. I have his tattoo. I have his face on my arm, and I really love my dog. So I didn't eat dogs. So, but I was there with all these like all 50 dog meat farmers. Okay, shit, it started to rain. Like 50 dog meat farmers, and the thing was, they're not like, they don't trust people, because there were so many people that had claimed that they were making, you know, a documentary for them, and then turned out to be trying to expose dog meat farms and shit like that. So they didn't trust us in the beginning. So to build the trust, I had to eat the dog. So they made us, we went to dog meat restaurant, and they served us like, they specifically said, oh, you just like, you know, we just killed a dog because we wanted to treat you. And I was like, oh my god, fuck. And there was like dog meat soup there, and I was like, oh fuck, like I don't want to eat this shit. And when I like took a spoonful, like I could see everybody was looking at me, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, like I cannot not eat this, like I have to eat this. Otherwise they're gonna think I'm like a fucking spy. So I was like, oh fuck, okay, well I'm very sorry, Teddy, I'm very sorry, but I have to do this. So yeah, I ate it, and I pretended to like it. I mean, it doesn't taste bad. I'll just tell you guys, it doesn't taste bad. Don't judge me, it doesn't taste bad. And honestly, like, you know, it's just food at the end of the day. Like, regardless of what you would say, it's just food. I mean, it's no different from people killing cows or people eating chicken. But since I was a dog owner, like you know, Teddy is my best friend, I felt really bad, right? So yeah, but I ate it, and also like I kind of enjoyed it, to be honest. You know, like it doesn't taste too bad. I'm like, oh, this ain't too bad. At the same time, I felt like, you know, my taste buds are telling me, okay, this is actually pretty nice meat, but my brain is telling me, okay, fuck, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're eating a dog. But anyway, yeah, basically, yeah, we got the approval from the farmers, and I think we met a few times, but it was really sad. When I went to the farm that was owned by who was supposed to be the main character, the farm was in a very, very terrible state. I felt really bad for the dogs there. There were like these huge ass dogs that were trapped in very small cages, and I felt like whatever way you know, in whatever way I try to present this, nobody's gonna agree to this. Like nobody's gonna empathize to these to these people. Like, nobody's gonna empathize with these farmers, and that's a big obstacle when you're making a documentary and the main character is someone you can empathize with. Michael, thank you. The wider Danny's legs spread, the greater Typhoon destruction gets. Let's see how, if I do it like this. Okay, let's see how the Typhoon ends up. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I felt really terrible for the dogs. Like, these are really, really big dogs, by the way. They're not like poodles. We're not like eating like, you know, toy poodles here. Like, these dogs are like, you know, like 180 pounds. They're like as tall as me. They are fucking huge. But yeah, the Typhoon is getting stronger. And then I followed them to this protest. And what was really, really sad about the protest was basically they were protesting for dogs to be okay, so they were protesting for the amendment of the law so that dogs could be considered as livestock legally. And what that does, if dogs are considered livestock, is it allows them to, you know, operate under, you know, legal regulations and in not so much of a gray area. Because currently dogs are not considered livestock, because the Korean government is kind of afraid of what the international community will think if they do legally amend that to have dogs as livestock. So currently they're in a legal gray area where they're not like regulated at all by the law, but at the same time there's very little crackdown of these dog meat farms because it's like so engraved in the Korean culture. So these people were protesting so that they could officially, you know, be just livestock farmers. And everybody gathered in Seoul and they marched to the city hall and got a little bit violent, but it was okay. And then somebody went to meet the mayor, and I don't know if they met the mayor or if they met somebody who was assisting the mayor, but he came out like 2 hours later and said, oh, the mayor has agreed to host a dog meat festival. I could not fucking believe my ears. The mayor has agreed to host a dog meat festival in August, and I think that was like in May or something. And then like this was so dramatic. We were filming and it felt like a fucking movie because like it was a really hot day, and then as soon as he announced that, it started pouring like crazy and everybody went home. Everybody celebrated and then they went home and it started like pouring like crazy. But obviously the dog meat festival never happened. So basically what they did was they just lied. I mean, I don't want to diss the Seoul metropolitan government because they're the ones that are giving out the free tickets, but people there basically lied to these dog meat farmers who aren't so educated, so that they could just go away. And I felt really terrible, because these people do not have someone who's maybe higher up in the system that could advocate or voice their voice. So all they have is just protesting, and these politicians and these government workers giving them false promises and then never delivering. So why this documentary ended? So like that kind of made me feel bad for the farmers, because if you think about like dog meat farms, you would think like these are like very very I mean the conditions are really terrible. I would have to admit, like I feel really bad for the dogs, but at the same time you have to feel bad for the dog meat farmers as well, because Korea is currently trying to crack down on dog meat farms. Like they close a lot in Gyeonggi-do, in Seongnam, like a few years ago. And the thing is, like, these people are really really old. Usually dog meat farmers are really really old. They're like in their 60s, their 70s even. They've been doing this shit their entire life. Like what they say unanimously is they don't want to be dog meat farmers like anymore, because times have changed. And they say like, if I had the opportunity to do something different, I would. But you know what? How the fuck am I gonna learn something new when I've been doing this my entire life, and this is the way I live? And it's very difficult to learn a new trade or a craft when you're like 60, 70 years old. It's not that easy. So for them, when some animal rights activists try to like shut down a dog meat farm, or when the government tries to shut them down, it doesn't make sense for them, because they can't learn something new at that age. They're not gonna do something new. So you gotta understand, like, as much as as a dog owner, I feel bad for those dogs too. As much as that, like, these people have no choice but to live off of these things. But anyway, the tragic end to this documentary film, which we never could really produce, was that the main character's wife actually died while cleaning up the cage of the dogs that they kept the dogs in. So she got bitten by a dog, and these dogs are huge. These dogs are like as tall as me, so it's kind of ironic. But yeah, she got bitten by a dog and she died. And the dog meat farmer owner, the main character, he wasn't in a state to film or anything, and he also sold all his dogs because it probably reminded him of his wife or something. So that was the end of the documentary. We couldn't film anymore after that. Why not release it? Well, it's not produced. We couldn't make it. We couldn't film after that. How are we gonna film when the main character's wife has died? I mean, I could forgo, but I wasn't gonna force it on him. But anyway, I just feel like you can support or go against dog meat. That's your personal choice. I'm personally I don't eat dog meat anymore. I've only eaten dog meat when during the time I was filming the documentary, because all the dog meat farmers, all they would go to is dog meat restaurants, which is understandable because they gotta support their own industry, right? But yeah, Like I don't eat dog meat anymore, but at the same time I don't go around telling people not to eat it because it's part of our food culture. It's been like part of our culture for a long time, and if there's people that enjoy that, then it's just another type of meat, I guess. And B, I know what these farmers go through, so it's just very, very difficult for them. I mean, I'm sure like dog meat is probably gonna die out in the Korean, food stuff culture and very, very soon. I would think the dogs are one breed of dog, or they were specifically bred for the farms. Yes, these are not like they're not like eating golden retrievers and shit like that. They have like these, I don't know what breed they would be called, but they are very, very big dogs that are specifically bred for meat. I mean, like like chickens or cows that are bred for meat are also different from normal cows, right? So yeah, they have they're just really, really big. Would you go vegan? No. I tried once after I saw like this video of how KFC was made, but I can't go vegan. I respect people who do, but I mean, it's a personal choice, right? I think it's a personal choice. But at the same time, like I don't really enjoy food that much. I'm not like, I don't eat a lot. I could possibly go vegetarian, but vegan is hardcore, man. Like those people are fucking hardcore. I respect people who have the discipline and the patience to be vegan, cause it's difficult. So, after that dog documentary got folded, basically, we were looking for something else to shoot, and we thought if we make a video about shamans, that would be really interesting. Like if we make a documentary about there's this thing called kut. It's like a shaman ritual where they bring the dead into the shaman's body, and then she or he, the shaman that's hosting the dead's soul in her body, gives out advice and brings luck and wealth and shit like that to the person who's the client, basically. And this documentary also was folded, and I'll tell you why. I think this is why I started talking about this. So yeah, so the shaman gets possessed. So we were like, you know, we went to this place in Jeollado, like in the mountains and shit, and like found a shaman that was willing to film with us, and we saw them, and you know, blah blah blah, and then they said like, okay, well, you know, 99% of shamans are bullshit, but like we're the top 1%, like we know our shit. So they invited us to go to their shaman ritual. So like a few weeks later, we went to this mountain, and this mountain, it's called Maebongsan. It's a very special mountain, I guess, in terms of like feng shui. So basically, like the entire mountain was filled with hundreds of these shaman places, these places for rituals. And you know, I don't believe in shamans, but I went with the thought like, okay, I'm gonna go with a very, very open mind. Because I'm filming a documentary about them, so might as well try to believe what they're doing. So I went there, and they literally like play the drums for about 5 hours. They're this Korean percussion instrument called what do you call it? Oh fuck, like I don't know why the word's not coming up, but there's this Korean percussion instrument, and basically they play that for 5 hours straight with maybe very few breaks. So it kind of gets you like in this trance state, because it's, you know, it's hypnotizing. You get tired and shit, and you know, and then after 5 hours, the shaman says, "Wata," means like they came. So basically, this ritual, like, let me give you a brief background info. This ritual is basically a party. Like the client pays thousands of dollars for like food, fruits and shit, and the shaman, this is a party for the dead that live in that mountain, and also the client's ancestors to come to. They come, they eat the food and shit supposedly, and then, you know, the shaman's like the party host, like she's like playing the drums, and then once the dead are done from eating and like enjoying themselves for 5 hours, they enter the shaman's body, and she gets possessed by, yeah, it's Changu, yeah. Well, they get possessed by the dead soul, and then they talk like the dead. So that's the gist of it. That's the concept. And basically after 5 hours, she said "Wata," which means the dead have come and have possessed her body. So at first, like shamans, they like jump around and shit like that. They go like fucking crazy, and then they just like go suddenly like "Wata," and then she doesn't say a word. She just starts fucking crying. She just starts like that, and then literally as soon as she started crying, the client, she was like a middle-aged woman, she starts crying as well without saying anything. And I'm like, holy fuck, is this shit real? What the fuck? And they just hold on to each other, like, you know, they hug each other, and they're like just crying there, not saying not a single word for like 10 minutes. And then they start playing the drums again. David was not here. David was not there. David's a devoted Christian, and also he doesn't eat dogs, so he was not part of this documentary crew. But anyway, start crying for 10 minutes, and then they start playing the drums again. So they actually take turns. Like, there's multiple ancestors that are like basically lining up to possess the shaman's body, and now it's the next person's turn. So they start playing the drums again. The shaman starts jumping around and shit like that. She started like, you know, like, ooh. She goes like this, and then she says "what the" again, which means like the dead has come, and then she starts, you know, what did she say? Oh, yeah. She starts crying again. And the lady starts crying again. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, like, what is this? And then she starts crying for like fucking 10 minutes again. And then she says one word. She says one word at the end. It says, Emita, which means I'm your mom. And then like the client's like bursting into tears and shit like that. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty impactful. And then after that, I guess the shaman has run out of materials, so it starts getting pretty fucking weird. I think it was like the third or fourth possession. She basically she started like saying like, oh, it's me. And then the client was like, oh, who are you? And then the shaman was like, oh, the person you've lived with. And the client said, oh, you mean my uncle? And then the shaman was like, yeah, I'm your uncle. And I'm like, oh man, like, that's just like so blatantly obvious. It's so fake. And then the uncle was like, oh, what is this party? Like, this party is bullshit. Like, you know, where's the cash and shit? So she basically started like asking for more money from the client. And the funny thing was the client didn't have any cash. So like there was another shaman that was playing the drums, and he was like, oh, do you want me to like lend you some cash? And I'm like, oh my god. So after that, we knew. I mean, I was very skeptical of this. I don't believe in this spiritual shit, but you know, I try to believe in it because I was making the documentary. I went with a mind that I'm gonna try to like see from the eye of a client or someone who believes in it. But after that moment, like the magic, you know, the illusion just broke free, and we came back to reality, and the client came back to reality as well. So she started like not giving a fuck about this ritual, and this ritual had like 2 more hours left, but nobody gave a fuck, and I didn't give a fuck. And the shaman actually since she actually gives out like you know, a 1-sentence advice, like a 1 line of advice for the people who are the bystanders of this ritual. So since the documentary team, we were all bystanders, we all got 1 lines. I don't fucking remember mine because I don't really give a shit, but one of my friends, the shaman said to him that one of his relatives is gonna die within this year, and And I was like, whatever. Like at that point, we didn't give a shit. Like we didn't believe in this shit. But what was funny was, we went out. Like the ritual was over, we went out, and then we were like, oh, fuck, like what the fuck is this shit? We can't make a movie out of this shit. And we were like talking like that, and then the shaman came and said, oh, are you worried because your ancestor said one of your family members is gonna die? Like in a really, really dark tone. And I was like, yeah. Yeah. And we left, and we never talked to that shaman ever again. And that was the end of the shaman documentary. We were like, okay, this shit is fake. They've been scamming for thousands of years. They've been scamming people for thousands of years. And you know the sad part. I always like to get into the like social aspects of it, but you know the sad part is, this person that was the client, you could tell just by the way she dressed and she looked, she was not in a good state financially. She was, I think the reason why she came to that place was because, ow, fuck, ow. I think the reason why she came to that place was because her little son was really, really sick, and he wasn't getting any better. So that's why she came. And obviously she looked really, really she was not in a good financial state, I could tell. And she was probably not well educated. So what I felt from seeing that was, this is taking advantage of people that are not in a good place. Like this kind of ritual. I mean, I guess, like, you know, it's not all poor people going there, but people who go there are people who are at the very end of the line. Like they have no hope. This is their only hope. Like they don't have anything else left to see. So like anything else left to look forward to. So that's why they go to shamans. And I think this industry, if you want to call it an industry, is taking advantage of these people who are hopeless. So I couldn't make a documentary that was bringing spotlight to these shamans after learning that fact. And you know who the number one clients for shamans are? I mean, it's not always the case, but a lot of the times the number one clients for shamans, they're actually prostitutes. Yeah. There's a district in Gangnam. That's basically where all the prostitutes live. Like, you know, prostitution is big in Korea, right? Well, okay, let me go to the restroom for like a minute before I continue this story. Let me remember prostitutes so that I can pick up where I left off. Hello. Hello. Hear the wind. Shit is getting intense. So yeah, prostitutes. So Korea's, I mean, Korea has a lot of prostitution, right? But I think one of the biggest prostitution districts is Gangnam. And there's this area, if you come to Korea, it's pretty interesting actually, that little alley. It's not where the prostitutes work, but it's where they live. And when I first went to that alley, like I kind of like stumbled upon it accidentally. It's basically like if you go from Shinonyan Station, it's like a 3-minute walk from Shinonyan Station, which is in Gangnam. And basically, the reason you can tell it's all full of prostitutes is A, they dress differently. It's not a red light district. This is not a red light district. This is a district where like all the prostitutes live. It's all girls. And they all dress in fucking like ridiculous clothes that normal Korean girls would never wear. B, there are 24-hour hair salons and makeup shops like everywhere in that little alleyway. It's like which is like, who the fuck goes to 24-hour hair salon? Who would need their hair done or their makeup done at 2 a.m.? Celebrities, but also prostitutes, right? And you could tell that these people, the people that were walking on the streets, they're not celebrities, they're prostitutes. And there were only 3 types of businesses that was in that alley. It was like a 100-yard alley. It's a big alley actually. It's pretty wide. It's like a street. And there's the hair salons that operate 24 hours. And then they have pet shops. You know why? Because prostitutes, they get very lonely. So they need some emotional support because I think they kind of lose faith in human beings. You know, because every single human being they meet, most of them at least, that they meet during the day or night, they pay for their service. They're not treating them like actual human beings most of the time. So I think they don't really like humans. So there's like so many pet shops and also, vets, like dog hospitals there. And then there's the shaman places that are like, predicting your future and shit like that. Those are literally, if you go to that alleyway, I will tell you if you come to Korea, like DM me, I will show you the alleyway. It's literally only those 3 businesses over and over and over again for fucking 100 yards. And the thing is, a lot of shamans or a lot of prostitutes become shamans when they retire from prostitution. This is what a shaman told me. And And the reason why they become prostitutes is, first of all, they go to a lot of shamans because they're just so like unsure about their future. Like, you're selling your body right now, but what are you gonna do in 10 years when, you know, you're too old to do this job, or you can't make as much money doing this job? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, these people live such unsure lives. Plus, you know, it's a very dark life to live. It's not like great lifestyle, right? So they want something that they can dream of. They want something that they can have hope for. And that's why they go to these shamans all the time. And that's why shamans are one of the predominant businesses in these places where prostitutes live. And because they go to shamans all the time, they kind of see it, and they see it like, oh, maybe I could do that. Because prostitutes, if you think about it, like, they are kind of like shamans in the sense that they have to cold read like these clients. Like shamans, they have to cold read. They have to, upon their first impression, upon their appearance and, you know, the way they talk and shit, they have to judge what this person is gonna be like, so that they can give some believable prediction for their future. And prostitutes, they're kind of in a similar sense, where they meet new people every single day, perhaps every single hour, and because they have such a deep database of like, oh, if this person looks like A, this person is gonna act like B. Like they kind of know now, since they've seen so many people cold reading. They kind of get a sense of how to cold read and how to tell, you know, people's characteristics. So for them, transitioning from a prostitute to a shaman is very, it's not that difficult. Plus there's like no like requirements legally or, you know, academically to become a shaman. Anybody can become a shaman. So actually a lot of prostitutes, they are the clients of these shamans, and then they become shamans themselves once they graduate from prostitution. So that's my story. I always wonder like how these people became prostitutes. That's the thing that I always wonder about. Like what's the beginning like? I don't know if David would approve of the idea of interviewing a prostitute. I would love to interview a prostitute. It's quick money. Well, that's true. I mean, if I was an attractive person, if I was hot enough, I could maybe, and if I didn't have a lot of skills outside of my appearance, then I might consider that as an option probably. I'm hot, but I'm not hot enough to be a prostitute. I did want to be a pimp when I was young. I would always joke with my friends like, when I'm like 30, I'm gonna be a pimp. Because I thought that was the way to make money. I will be a good pimp. Someone who doesn't take advantage. Someone who provides a safe work environment. But seriously, like, I think what you realize as you get older is trying to make money through legal methods is very, very difficult. I don't want to be a pimp anymore, guys. That's what I thought when I was like, I don't know, fucking like 17. I was a kid, yo. I was a kid, guys. Shut up. I was a kid, okay? When you're a kid, you think you're gonna be like some, you know, drug dealer or something when you grow up and sell all these drugs. And what's that guy? Escobar? You're gonna be some Escobar character? Yeah, it's just some stupid high school stuff. Exactly. Stop judging me on thoughts that I had when I was in puberty. Shit is getting intense. Oh wow. You hear that? Wow, you guys gotta see this shit. I think the storm has hit for reals. I can't believe I'm gonna go outside and go to a party in this weather. I'm gonna leave soon. Well, actually, it was a rooftop party. It was a rooftop party, but I don't know if they're gonna open the rooftop now. What floor are you on? I don't want to reveal my house details, the address, but yeah. it's a nice view, eh? Actually, that's the Yuksan building. That's like 63 floors tall. That used to be the tallest skyscraper and building in Korea until a few years ago. And then on this side, this is called the IFC. This is like a big, huge trade center. And then I think it's on this side. I don't know if you can see. There's like a National Assembly there. I don't know where it is, but yeah, you can see National Assembly. So that place is Yeouido. And then over here we have Hongdae on that side. So anyway, yeah, that's it for the Typhoon live stream, I guess. I gotta go play WoW. Who plays WoW here? WoW Classic. Anybody playing WoW Classic? That's just taking over my life now. Also, oh guys, I have some big news. Well, it's not big news for you. I mean, I guess nobody gives a fuck, but it's just big news for me. My hockey team, we're going to the finals. I'm playing the finals game tomorrow. If we win tomorrow, or if we even tie, actually, because we finished first in the league. If we tie or win tomorrow, we're going to be the champions of the season. So tomorrow night I'm playing, so I'm not gonna drink too much today. And this is the first time I've ever made it to a finals game for any sporting event. I used to play basketball for my school, and we didn't make it far. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. Tomorrow, wish me luck, guys. And also go watch our DMZ video. We uploaded a few Soul City Vibes episodes, so go watch those, guys. Come on, you guys always ask for Soul City Vibes, and then when we do upload them, you guys don't give a shit. Go watch our adventure inside the DMZ episode of Soul City Vibes. We go inside the DMZ. And, you know, see North Korea from like 500 yards away. Thank you, Tabitha, for $20. Congrats, Danny. Good luck on the final game. Thank you. I will win it. I will post it on Instagram at Gumstagram, GYUM-stagram. And also, go watch our KCON vlog. David uploaded it yesterday. I gave him a lot of shit because the video was like fucking 30 minutes long. Turned out it's pretty interesting for a 30-minute video, so go watch it. I really liked it. And yeah, thank you. And everybody stay safe. Did you enjoy this live stream? Yeah? Yeah? Wow, the storm is really, really climaxing here. Oh, wow. Yep, okay. Goody. Okay. I will then end the live stream. Oh shit, how do I end the live stream? Oh my god. I'm so disoriented. Oh. Okay. How? What is going on? Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Thank you, guys, and have a good night. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/DKDKTV, and also follow me on Instagram at Gumstagram. And ciao. See ya.